and it feels like you're sliding around because of all the dust.
It's hard, and I wear my Zunos, which is a foam sole rather than a rubber sole.
Yeah.
So you don't even get the traction of having rubber, so it's like even more slick. CMMF, I saw them playing in socks.
Yeah, CMMF was playing in socks, and so was Chance, I think.
Yeah.
So two sock players and uppers.
Yo, Tony and Leon, let's go.
Is this the first time these two have ever played against each other?
I think so, because it's been a while since, it's been a long time since Leon's gone to anything that's ITG exclusive.
Yeah.
I think the community tends to be lacking in ITG exclusive events anyways.
True.
So RIP is pretty much like the only series running it.
Yep.
But I know that like, so even on ITL, he was actually playing offline. He just didn't care to have scores uploaded. So Leon was actually playing ITL quite a bit.
They feel fun.
Just not as, like it was hard to tell because he was uploading everything offline.
Yeah, and you just don't know.
Yeah.
But he sent me some scores. I think he's like SGE'd Futuristic Expanse with like a very low white count. Yeah. What? Yeah. Which is like what is that? 8-minute psyche mix, right?
Just like low key SD.
Actually,
oh, it's there.
Check now.
And now he's less secret about it. Like he's streaming and I'll put his.
I don't want to do a 12. I don't want to do a 12. This is probably the bad.
I know he was really busy for a while.
I mean, that's
restaurants stuff like that. So.
And that's what I figured. It's like, I don't know. It's hard to justify playing dance games sometimes when like.
So we'll do like a 20-minute.
It doesn't pay the bills.
Yeah, exactly.
We're all just here for fun because we like it.
Yep.
And like running your own business takes a lot of effort, but he's found the time to make dance games work in a schedule.
Still here,
Yep.
ripping. So.
Yep. He's what is it? Quad and clairvoyance with like a low white count.
He quadded clairvoyance?
Yeah. Quad and clairvoyance with like 23 whites.
We can hit that.
Is that the only quad on that chart? It's gotta be, right?
Only documented. Only video I saw.
He has the only quad on upshift, I think, too, right?
Only quad on upshift, yeah.
Crazy.
But things to know about Tony. Tony, this man streams. When he streams, I will sometimes like, I'll do like half my workday, come back and he's still streaming.
He's still streaming?
He's still streaming. Like, average stream time like 4 to 6 hours.
That reminds me of like Christopher Life's ECFA 2021 streams when he would go for like 7 hours.
There's a difference though, because Chris Chite, when he streams ECFA, he'll play 5 songs in 7 hours.
True, that's true.
Tony, sometimes I see him playing ITL stuff, sometimes I see him playing like
sexuality violation,
like commissions, like democracy, like foot speed, like some random stamina RPG like 19, like he's a people, he plays for the people.
Yeah. He does a little bit of everything when he streams for sure.
Yeah, his sets are all over the place. But what that means is that like he's developed a quite like diverse skill set or toolkit.
And he's like quickly become one of the best players.
Oh
like very quickly.
Yeah. I remember when Leon was first discovering Tony. I think Tony had only been playing for like seriously for like a year and a half or so. And Leon's like, yo, this dude's been playing for like 45 minutes. Like,
is that good?
They're getting STEs on 14. Like,
it's true though. Like for the amount of time some of the like veteran players have been playing, like compared to them, I mean Tony, got super good, super fast.
Yeah, it's about time someone retired these boomers.
Yeah.
We got some new blood. Takion is scary. Chance is scary.
Oh, Chance is like 6 excellence on Shaquille earlier. Oh my god. Crazy. So this is actually like one of my all-time favorite charts. This one up here.
Yeah, do you want those on?
No, it's that one step from YouTube.
I'll take it. I don't want them.
That one step from Switch, one step from YouTube.
Is it on? Are they on? They're not on.
So look at this man's lats.
Well, I guess we just need to do that.
Tony's yoked for sure.
You want to just do this one? Or yeah, just that's on. You can do it. I'm making everybody can see what.
Man, now that Simply Love has become so customizable, there are so many things that I have to change every time I walk into the game.
Yeah. So like we were running novice qualifiers earlier before pool started, and it was like a lot of the players had a hard time going through and getting all their settings right, just because there's so much to change now.
Okay. It's the warm-up, bro. What are you doing? Come on. Come on now.
Couldn't start off with excellent on the warm-up. Yeah, this chart pops off. Still one of my favorites.
Alright, what is that? The text is early late.
You ruined Tony's quint.
He could feel it. That was a quint run.
That was the one.
Yeah,
Okay, that was
yeah,
definitely the one. Oh, step stats. Yeah, they're helping out the people. They're giving us some information to work with.
That's right.
Yeah. Wasn't the season event? Did this chart get the love it deserved?
I don't know. I think it was. I don't know if it was in any tournament packs that I can remember. I know it was in ECFA. Tony's staying super tight. 9 whites.
There's something I learned from Amber watching the mistake on the lake stream about warm-ups. It's that, especially, even more so for ITV, because every pad is different. Every screen size is different. Even like the playfield location is different.
Yeah.
You can set your own visual delay, set your own speed, like the pad distances. There's so many things that you need to consider while you're doing warm-ups.
Yeah.
And so now it's no longer just like warming up your legs. It's like you gotta feel the pads. You gotta feel like the global offset with the audio. You gotta know like, do I gotta adjust my visual delay?
Like being able to adjust to a setup that's not the one you're used to playing on is, I think, a skill in and of itself. Yeah. I think it's one of the reasons why like DDR players do so well at ITV tournaments, is they're used to like varying setups.
Yeah, I just think with ITV, like the variance between setups is so much greater.
Yeah.
So
I mean, look at all of our setups here. There's like 4 or 5 different setups, and they're all completely different.
Yeah. So yeah, I know for veterans, they're very familiar with it. I mean, I was talking to Paul earlier. He said that like it's just naturally he's been competing for so long.
Yeah, the visual offset. Yeah, completely. Paul
Wow,
just
really
didn't
good
use
score.
any, so I'm just going with that. Yeah, it feels fine to me.
Is the mod setup running right now? I'm sure.
I don't know.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, it might be on the SMX setup with the Supreme center panel.
I'll see how it feels next one.
The huge screen.
Yes. Hype beast.
-8, but I never touched it, so like, I'll probably turn it off.
I think they're getting another warm up in.
One more, we got one more.
The Supreme ones are skates, yeah. Meanwhile, on my warm-up, Crystal and I knew that we didn't care what we played, so we played Freaky Deaky.
Oh, nice.
We just had a good time. Nice.
Is it really? Want to do tribal trial? Tribal trial? Tribal trial?
Leon is suggesting Tribal Trial as a warm-up.
I'm probably not going to play this whole song. I just check the legs going. So
White dove for a warm up.
Fun fact, when this was first
You're on
released, it was a 10.
by the way.
Right, I remember this.
Yeah, it was on the YouTube video.
The White Dove difficulty rating controversy.
A 10? 11? It's like a mid-11. It's not even like a low 11. Yeah.
Trevor had this as a 10. You're on the 11. You're on the 7. Oh, I'm on the 7.
Oh, Tony's about to play the 7.
Bro, wait till you play this. Trevor had this as a 10. It says in the description.
I thought of a really good
swear.
concept for rating, just to make it more fair. Or just more,
Really good chart.
not fair, but maybe like unarguable. There's a deal where it's like, all right, not unarguable. This makes it less of like a strain on people's benefit. But when you go to climbing gyms, the ratings can vary so much from gym to gym.
Yeah.
So now I even differentiate between like a California B4 versus like a Nebraska B4.
Yeah.
Nebraska B4 ain't shit. And in California B4, I'm working.
Right.
Okay? So here's my concept. Every machine owner should be able to change their ratings.
Okay.
And you just have to respect it as correct on that machine.
All right. Interesting.
Good idea.
Kind of like take a little bit from bouldering then.
Yeah.
We have a bouldering place locally, actually, that I've tried out a couple times.
Imagine walking up to my machine and our college is a 12.
Our college is
It's a concept.
And
I like it.
Raspberry Railgun's a 13, right? Because that chart is hard.
I definitely do not think that is the same level as Starlight Dance Hall.
Yeah. You good? Yeah. All right, I think they're warmed up.
Okay, so when you call your first 14 point, you have to specify that it's a kingly 14.
Oh yeah, please. How do you do that?
Yeah.
The speaker is right there.
I would go a little slow.
And people are still allowed to berate you for being inconsistent on your own setup.
Yeah, that'd be great.
True. Yes, absolutely. Re-rate Disco Pop to a 14. This is a really fun chart. Pulse wave.
I don't know if they're still warming up, but they gotta do their draws.
Yeah.
They gotta do it.
All right, card draw time.
Leon better be the higher seed. I think he was like, didn't he qualify like 4th?
Yeah, I think so. 3rd or 4th. I think 4th.
A lot of people always submit their qualifiers really late. Like, you genuinely do not know what the pools are going to be until the morning you make
Yeah,
it.
true.
Yeah.
I think Demo was top seed, and then maybe Paul.
Yeah.
Second seed.
I got baited.
Yeah, I thought you were coming.
Crystal was messaging me and she's like, yo, did you qualify yet? I'm like, no. I'm like, shit, is it due? She's like, yeah. And so I submitted it on Wednesday. And then she was like, I was like, wait, people are still submitting qualifiers. I thought it was due. She's like, yeah, I lied.
Oh my god. No, people were qualifying like this morning.
Yeah, she's like, I lied.
Yeah.
I just wanted you to submit it. Okay.
All right, let's see. What we got?
Yo, what is this? Glitch Nerds, The Floor is Lava, Funny, Funky, Freaky, Dark One, and Boss. I'll tell you right now, they're both good at all of these charts.
Yeah.
Why couldn't this be my draw?
Right? Yeah, this isn't bad. This isn't bad. All right, so Tony's protecting The Floor is Lava.
Fuck, I touched the card. Am I TO now?
You are. That's like that's how it works. Those are the rules. You have to run the card draw now.
But yes, you're right. I didn't intend on being here
Okay.
because I was at a wedding last weekend.
Where was the wedding? Yeah, so you've been traveling 2 weekends in a row.
It was in
Kansas. Okay.
yeah. And I told Crystal about it. And I said, I'm probably not going to be able to go to RIP. She's like, what? Why? And then I said, you know, if I fly into O'Hare, can you host me, get me to RIP, and back to O'Hare again? She said yes.
Those
So
are your
it's like-
conditions. Those are your conditions.
I mean, that's all it takes, right? Like, I don't have a car since I moved to California. Like, if I go to the Midwest, I don't have a car.
So basically, you got off the plane, a few days, got back
I stayed
on
at
the plane.
Rinkers for a couple days.
Yeah.
And then at that point, I planned on going, but wasn't planning on competing.
Yeah.
And then I sent Leon a picture of 4 excellence on Redline.
And he's like, you
He's
have
like,
to qualify.
why are you not competing? So I got bullied by 2 people. I got bullied by Crystal and I got bullied by Leon.
That's called peer pressure. It's
Yeah.
called peer pressure.
It was fun. Well, line theta was arguably fun. I'm a little rusty to find line theta
Line
fun.
theta is really hard. Line theta and charts like that and self-destruct, I think require a lot of chart familiarity. If you're gonna play them in a tournament setting.
Line theta is the chart of all time.
Right.
It is the chart of all time. All right, the set we have here is The Floor is Lava, Glitch Nerds, and Dark One.
All right.
Yep.
It's not bad. A 9, a 10. Glitch Nerds is hard though.
I think The Floor is Lava just like, doesn't it have some things that start as turns?
Yeah.
Rather
Yep.
than going into turns, you have
Yep.
to be aware of that. But, you know, Tony is like crossover goals.
Yeah.
Same with Leon.
Where's Floor is
Tony
Lava?
like
It's a
his
9.
when he does crossovers, like his upper body stays completely square to the screen. Like only his bottom half moves.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah.
Like literally like rotates.
Is it not in the top? Oh, I guess not.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the floor is lava is quite the toss-up. It's just too easy.
Yeah.
For them.
It could go either way.
Yeah.
There are a lot of places to get tripped up because like the foot placement can be tricky. It's pretty techy.
Glitch nerds, I'm kind of feeling the Leon on glitch nerds.
Yeah?
I'm kind of feeling the Leon on glitch nerds. Yeah.
Glitch Nerds throws a little bit of everything at you. I like the foot switch stream towards the end. It's a lot of fun.
I'm trying to make it exciting by like, putting the guests out there.
Yeah. I remember the older ATB chart to Glitch Nerds that was in like the Fantastic Beats
Oh no, I didn't want to do that.
tournament
Back out.
pack.
Is this some
I didn't want to do that. I wanted to.
Yeah, this is
I wanted to go to
this
advance.
is the
My bad.
Ludi chart to it. Quite a bit different. The ATB one was mostly 24th verse.
We're all good on
Different cut
advance,
too.
right? Okay. Yeah.
I love when step artists do this and the floor is lava. At some point, the entire screen gets filled with mines. So you have to stand in the center panel.
I'm not sure what the mine count is on this, but the original had like hundreds. I think.
But it's in like, most of them are in 2 places.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it lives up to the name. So
It's true. The floor is lava.
Yeah. All right, getting into it. Like I said, I think this chart is way too easy. I can't believe anybody even protected this.
Yeah, I think it might be the easiest chart in the pack. Tell me's pretty easy too. It's definitely not the hardest 9.
Yeah, there are those turns that start crossed.
Yeah. I think going from the crossovers and then the forced double step can like, it's easy to get tripped up and crossover where you're supposed to double step.
Only off by 1 right now. There are side switches in the chart, but the way the chart's designed, you can actually just jack the side switch and then flip switch out of it.
Yep. Oh, this is super close.
Yeah, going into a triplet section after the skittle. Leon dropping some weights here though.
Super thin margin right now.
Both looking really, really solid. Watch out.
Okay, yeah, so this had way more mines initially.
The double start has hundreds.
It still has like the minefield, okay, yeah. That are like 192nd apart or something like that.
Yeah, the skill's just off by 3 right now. Punk's looking really, really good.
It's like, I'm like the edge of my seat right now, it's so close.
I can't see their feet right now. I don't think anybody's opting to do this after this.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're just jacking them.
Uh-oh. Yeah, you gotta hold it together.
Oh, this is like tied right now. Because an excellent is 3 white fantastics. I think. Oh my god.
Nice.
That's like
What
a 1E.
is
That's like
this?
That's an X,
that's like a 1 white fantastic difference, I think.
I think you won it. No. Oh,
Cool.
Yeah. 0.03 EX. Wow.
All right, correction. This is way too easy for the both of them, but you gotta stay focused.
You do.
Yeah.
It was literally that 1 white fantastic at the end.
And that's the scary thing about tournaments, right? It's that like
hitting early?
you're
Yeah.
playing something really easy.
I hadn't seen that
You
song
know that it's easy,
Oh,
but
really?
can you execute it better than the
Yeah.
person next to you?
I think sometimes with charts like this, like it's like you have more time to think and get nervous and like, you know, it's easier to choke sometimes on easier content.
Oh, they're both hitting a little bit early.
Yeah.
Could probably both afford to either change their visual delay or read just a little bit faster, but
Yeah.
You have one. You have 200.
I don't know if anybody's been tweaking the offset at all throughout the day, but
Watered it UCFA. Oh, did you? With 20, yeah.
all right, next chart, glitch nerds. How would you describe glitch nerds?
Kai just got it. We thought that's the first. No,
I mean, it's a kitchen sink chart, I guess. I mean, it throws everything at you.
3 buzzwords.
Yeah?
Pick 3.
Pick 3?
Ready.
Yeah.
God, I don't know.
I got mine.
All right, let's hear it.
It's bursts
First?
and fake side switches.
Yeah.
Yeah. So something that's weird about ITG is that the way that things are charted now, we have foot switches on both like the down arrows and like the side arrows.
Yep.
we also have jacks, which look the same.
Yeah.
So the way that we distinguish them is with, if there's a mine around there, you do a foot switch. If there's not, you do a jack. Something weird about LeonTwix is that the repeated side arrows in the beginning are actually jacks, but then they turn into side switches at the end.
Yeah, that's right. Like there are those like 16 foot switch runs that have like disconnected side switches in the middle.
So I think bursts are actually a majority of the difficulty, but whether or not you can distinguish those jacks versus side switches is going to make a really big difference.
Yep. Yeah, you have to stay super focused on this. This is like a quintessential Ludi chart in my mind.
So we just saw some of the side jacks.
Like this style is just like Danger Drug and Welcome to Cyphersonia.
Oh, it has the same rhythm. That rhythm. The 32nd is 24th.
Exactly.
Straight out of Cyphersonia.
Yep.
2 long 24th runs coming up. See how they handle it. A little sloppy from each of them, to be honest.
Yeah, both guys rushed it a bit. There we go.
That one was much
Yeah.
Yep.
Both of them dialed in on that one.
But I think in that time, though, Leon lost the lead.
Yeah. It's close.
Little break here. Very generous of BB.
Yeah.
I'm not used to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the last section coming up is mostly foot switches, and then goes back to the first 30-second step that we saw at the beginning.
Yep. Tony edging the blue count here, but has more excellent. This is close.
Let's see how these foot switches are handled. The breaks here are side switches.
Yeah. Yep, right there. Oh, Leon drops combo. That might cost him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That might cost him. This is a really fun part of this chart.
As long as Tony keeps his cool, he's got this.
Yep.
Pepper Kunkel, thank you for the $10. Yeah. Tony takes that.
Yeah. Yep.
Close
Yeah.
enough. Holy shit.
So close. It's the miss.
Yeah, I missed it a lot.
Bro, we were like, what,
Missed it
0.4
number.
If he had
off
held
those
combo,
songs?
he would have taken it.
Yeah.
So close. That's 2-0 Tony.
I forget how punishing excellence are,
That's a good-
actually.
that's a-
Yeah.
I thought that was handedly in Tony's field, but that was actually very, very close.
Yeah. It was the miss. What was going to be our third one? Oh, dark one. Okay.
Dark one, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I question protect. I guess I didn't even think about who protected the floor as lava, though. Was that a...
Tony did.
That was a Tony.
Tony protected.
I
And then
guess that's
Glitchner's
how I
was
know.
Leon's protect. And dark one was the one left over.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like as a competitor, you want to try to create as much spread as possible.
For sure.
Right? That way you don't get these nail biters.
Yeah.
Like, nail biters are great for the audience. They're awful as a competitor.
Yeah, you don't want it as a competitor. And then both of these ended up being super close.
Yeah.
Dark one would have been interesting because it's really straightforward, just broken 16 basically for the whole thing.
Yeah, I think that Tony had a lot of faith that he could execute the easy stuff, despite how scary it was getting towards the end of it.
I was actually surprised that the floor is lava was his protect. That kind of surprised me. I'm curious to see if any of the players in this pool use their pocket picks.
My pocket pick was Ruby.
Okay.
I didn't use it because my final draw in my pool.
It's actually funny you say that because I was commentating when your match was up, and Ruby came up in the draw, and I was like, I said on stream, I have a feeling Vincent's going to protect this.
Oh.
And I had no idea
day.
it was your pocket pick.
All day.
I had you pegged on that. I mean, your foot speed is a strength, So I figured,
Dude, but on these pads,
it's really slippery.
dude, I thought I was gonna. I was looking like a wet floor sign, dude. I was looking like a wet floor sign, for real.
I wonder if they've gotten better throughout the day. It's like they've been wiped off constantly, and people have played on them.
I think gradually.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it's that way because I believe Crystal plays stamina on the peg.
Okay. So you use a lot of baby powder? Yeah.
No, furniture polish. So,
Okay.
stamina players in the chat know that if you use furniture polish, there's like your center panel starts to visually look different based on where you're like rubbing it into the towel with a towel. Yeah.
So is the meta mostly furniture polish now instead of like talcum powder?
I think so, but like personally for me, it's like too slick.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm not passing. I'm not a top upper level stamina player, so like,
Not playing.
what
Like
is my opinion worth?
32s or whatever it is.
Subliminal.
Is it like
It's subliminal.
1